The following is a 24 Hours podcast.
Okay, Janet Dirks, question 3.
Gentlemen, I would like you to name the 3 cultural events you last attended in Vancouver that you paid for yourself. No freebies here. Chinese New Year parades do not count, nor do block parties or a child's music recital. This is about what you value enough to spend your own money on.
And we'll start with Al.
Well, I can say for sure, from the day I was elected in '93 to now, I can go on record and say that I paid for virtually everything that I've attended, including right down to my own business cards at the city. For cultural events, Strathcona community event that I attended, I donated and attended that event for their cultural event that they had at Strathcona. That I would say, goodness, Janet, I attend so many and I pay for them all. So, to name them off, I have to say, There's so many. I virtually pay for every one that I've attended in the cultural events, and usually by way of donation if the ticket is given to me. The last one was the Chinatown Merchants Association's annual event. I attended that, and I purchased the tickets, and I donated it as well. So often I will buy my ticket, and if I'm able to afford, I will donate over and above as well, because I know every association that I attend, they're gracious enough to give us a ticket to try to encourage us to represent their society. But I attend something virtually every day of the week throughout all the years, but I can tell you that from my heart, virtually everything I attend, I will always pay my way, and if I can, I will donate as well, Jan.
And cultural events, think arts events as well. Think what's in the paper on Thursday in the Sun.
Sorry?
So I'm just
What was
saying,
that?
Just keep in mind it also means beyond an event at Strathcona. It would mean perhaps ballet, theater.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking cultural ethnic.
Cultural events.
So this is a tough memory question. Boy, I will say I go to a lot of shows. I see a lot of music. I see a lot of dance. The Push Festival, saw a number of shows at the Push Festival. Pick 7, which is a very interesting independent theater where you get to pick 7 of the shows that happen out of about a dozen that happen through the year. And the theaters collaborate on this together. Granville Island is where a lot of that happens. So both of those happened recently. And it would have been some show at the Commodore. It was a very late night. And,
Thank you, Granger. He came to my event.
But I will say, we're lucky, and I'm sure this hall is full of people who revel in the incredible variety, the cultural diversity, the diversity within our arts and culture is unbelievable in this city. It's like a treasure trove that a lot of other people in the world actually are starting to figure out what's cooking here in Vancouver. This is something that we need to focus on. Starting from City Hall, we need to be focused on making Vancouver a creative capital in this world, where people all around the world understand the strength that we have here. We've been a magnet for creativity, and not only in arts and culture, but across the spectrum into entrepreneurship, into technology and new media. We've got fantastic talent here in Vancouver, and we need to protect it with affordability. I'm expounding on the question, though.
This is a heckle-free event, I must say.
I like heckling.
Okay.
So
I'll start heckling
you. I'll just say that it ties back into affordability and making sure we have space for the arts here, making sure we have good performance space, studio space, that we zone for it, that artists are taken care of and supported in this city, not just big A arts, which is important, but artists are looked after in Vancouver. Okay.
Well, I think I want to thank Janet for the toughest question of the evening so far. Certainly, I think the question is twofold. What we have specifically paid for on our own, and I think the underlying question is about support for the arts, because that's what the premise is. If you support the arts enough, you'll pay for your own ticket. I'll have to claim poverty. I'll pull out my pockets. As a father of 3 young children, there's not much time or money to go to many shows. The last one I went to was, I think, Fantastic Four. So it was filmed in Vancouver. My neighbor, a Teamster, worked on it. So I supported our local production here. But I think the serious question is, what will we do for arts and culture in our city, which is a very important one, because we do want to create a cultural capital of the city, of the world, and my intention is to match the level of funding that other major metropolitan cities in our country have. Toronto, Montreal spend a lot more money to support their culture and arts in their cities than we do. We started some of that last term by putting $1 million each year into the cultural grants program, and my intention is to increase that again. This is an ongoing initiative of mine, and Heather Deal is here tonight, and we've worked very hard on protecting artist space. 901 Main, for instance, is another one that we fought hard to get the artist space available, keep it available for our artists as well. So I think if that's the underlying question, which is to support the arts, we have done quite a bit, but there's much more to do if we're ever going to become that cultural capital of Canada, and in fact, hopefully create cultural tourism for our city as well.
I don't think anybody signaled me that they want to rebut, so shall we move? Is anybody against the arts? Want to? No?
I'm saving my rebut.
Yes.
Anybody want to say their favorite one of the Fantastic Four or whatever? Okay. All right. So we'll move on.
Kids.
Oh, listen, I liked that show. I did. Okay. So.
Vancouver.24hours.ca